Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys.
1st down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's incomplete. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. This is Carson, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They run it with Carson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Hands it off out again.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The give is to Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
For the Cowboys.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
The score is Seahawks 3, Cowboys 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now here come the Cowboys. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Left side to Lamb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Prescott from the gun. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want. and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive situation. Got out to the tight end.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm coming back.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Elliott. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Washington football team who keep their season alive as they were able to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their play line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, we proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11.
Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Prescott on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
They get 7. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustment.